Hey y'all, Stretch More back here again, and welcome to another Tech Talk. Yes, I'm outside, a little bit of a different setting for a Tech Talk, but in this Tech Talk, I want to talk about something, as usual, right? I want to talk about passion versus money. Now, in other words, passion versus profit. That's why I really probably titled it. And the reason why, obviously, because two P's kind of sound good together. But the main thing I want to talk about is, like I said, this idea of working for passion and working for profit, and specifically with technology. The reason why I want to talk about this is because personally in my life, tech has always been a passion of mine. It's always been a deep interest of mine. It's something that I enjoy. It's something that I find interest in. It's something that I want to work in. I have ideas that I want to pursue in the field of tech that I don't think many other people are pursuing that I don't want to necessarily share right now. And not only that, throughout all my life, as I said, I've just always wanted to work in tech. It's just like my ideal dream job, just the tech field, you know. But also, throughout working with the tech field, just in high school, with college, middle school, end of elementary school, I've also realized what I like and what I don't like. For example, me personally, I've enjoyed software engineering for a little bit, but at the same time, I noticed that it's not really what I want to do for the rest of my life. It's not even something that I necessarily want to do for my first job in tech, right? And I've seen that I've gravitated more towards data science, data analytics, and all this, and you know, other roles. Okay. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because one thing that I've noticed, and this is just a trend that we've seen for years, right? We've always known technology is the main field where it's like, as I said, one of the most profitable fields that you can get money in, that you can have economic gain, some type of financial prosperity, financial security. When it comes to tech, it's usually there. But then we also see now we've had a downfall of tech with all these layoffs and all these other things. And so all these other, you know, factors and variables that are playing some type of role in the tech field, in its growth and its decline. And what I want to talk about is what are you doing for the tech field? Are you working for passion or you work for profit? And the reason why I say this is because this is an important key distinction. I always tell young people like, look, hey, tech is an interesting field. If you're interested in tech, even if you're not interested in tech, take a little dive, take a little time just to research, take a little time to code a little bit and just see if you enjoy it. Take a little time to understand all the different tech roles and the things that you can do in the field of tech because it is a broad field, it's a wide field. But the reason why I ask this is because, look, there's a difference between working in tech just for money and working in tech because it's your actual passion. And we say this all the time with even just regular jobs in general. But specifically with tech, I think it's even bigger, because it's like some people, and this is just reality. I've seen it all over Reddit, I've seen it all over the internet. Heck, I've seen it even in my personal studies, just being around a college campus. You're going to meet people that, simply put, they just want the money. And it's just that simple. It's nothing else. They want the money. They want they want the economic gain, they want the financial prosperity, they want the financial security. That's all they want. They don't care about anything else. It's not really an interest. It's much more, hey, I'm doing my job because it's my job and I'm trying to make money. Now there are pros and cons to that. Simply because at one end, you're working the job because the biggest pro is literally the money. You're gonna most likely have a solid amount of money, even just starting off at an entry level type of job. But then over time, it might eventually catch up to you. You might realize, well, my well-being is not really here. I don't really feel happy doing this. I don't really feel like this is my passion. I don't really feel like this is something I can do for the rest of my life. Maybe this is just something that I'm doing for the time being to make as much money as I can for a couple years and then maybe dive into something else. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. All I'm saying is you should definitely analyze what you're really doing. Whereas when it comes to passion for tech, it's a lot more of a pro because you actually enjoy what you're doing and you're also earning money for what you're doing. Now, when it comes to cons, um, I can't really think of much. As I said, as I like to say, if you all think about something, comment it down below. But I can tell you for sure, there's just much more of a con with working just for the money because you're just gonna be working for money. Like you're not gonna actually maybe enjoy what you do. It's much more kind of like, hey, this is my job, dot dot dot. I'm done. Excuse me, my voice cracked. But not only that, I kind of understand as well because when I think about working in tech, I want to ensure that I still have enough time for my family. When I actually eventually get married and have kids and whatnot, I want to still ensure that I have enough time for that. I don't want to just completely toss that away. And I think that may be the only con is obsession. Sometimes passion can become obsession, and eventually your priorities and other things that you can involve in your life are essentially just thrown off track. So someone that may be very passionate about technology, they may forget, well, oh, I have a whole family at home, or I have other people that care about me. I have a wife, or I have a husband, dot dot dot, that needs, not even needs, but desires my attention, but also probably does need your attention as well. It's a relationship for a reason. And so that's why I say it's definitely pros and cons to both. But I mainly want to encourage you all, especially if you're a young person, do some research. If you're interested in the tech field, actually do some research and understand what your motive is. Is your motive passion or is it profit? Because there are pros and cons to each. And at the end of the day, hey, there's positive and there's negatives to each. And hey, that's really it, man. Me personally, it is a personal journey as well. Me personally, I know technology is my passion, but at the same time, I enjoy it because I can also make money as well. But I've always had a deep interest in it, so that's why I say it's definitely an interesting way to look at it. So that's why I tell you all, hey, Stretch more back here again, and I ask you again, work in the technology field, passion or profit? Think about it. Peace.